have enough to get coffee now, thank goodness. There's a whole bunch of people I know is here. So I stopped in to say hello. Yeah! Got me a California hat. Ugh. Alright. I may be alive, but it is not Saturday night. Bonjour, Butamus.
I didn't do nothing.
I titled this one Life Happens because you didn't do nothing. No, that ain't true. You did plenty. You observed, you hunted, you got food, you took care of your family, you took care of your dental appointments, you took care of Portland, you took care of Tillamook.
I didn't do nothing to Portland. That's a crazy place.
You went. That's bad enough. The fact that you weathered that storm for people you care about shows that, well, at least you're not completely stupid. And that says a lot, especially here in Tillamook.
I went there. That was bad enough. Oh.
Yes, and now you're agreeing with me. This isn't helping either one of our cause.
No, it isn't.
So the folks that was going to help me today and yesterday ended up not being able to because of their own vehicular problems. So I spent the day yesterday trying to help with the vehicular problems and today trying to help out with the communication issues so the lady could take care of her vehicular problems. Meanwhile, the gentleman, he's got to get his own stuff in gear, but he's got a big-ass van. So out of the 7 days that he was going to help me, all 7 of them, I ended up helping him. Didn't get nothing done. God bless America.
Okay.
I didn't get what I wanted, damn it.
What do you need or want?
Big boy panties.
Well, can't help you there.
That's right. I have enough for coffee, so I'm going to go in and download my audio recording crap and take care of all of that. But I figured since I got the whole lineup, witness, a whole bunch of witnesses, and then of course there's Dallas, Palmer? And then all the people that he was with were all a bunch of witnesses. There's a bunch of people that were witnesses to just that one situation with Molly. Also, that Robert Farnett guy who was threatening me and a bunch of other... Farnsworth, that's what it is. He got arrested this morning.
He was talking to me yesterday, going, "Hey sis, you know what I'm talking about, blah, blah, blah." It's like, you're off your freaking rocker. He never was like that. He's way out there now.
I agree. I got the video of him too, just like I got the video with Molly slamming on my vehicle, and I got and breaking the glass and threatening me and accusing me of shit and all sorts of other craziness. I got the video of that dude punching Jamie in the back of the head. You know, it seems to me people would eventually go, you know, he's not as crazy as we're trying to pretend he is. He's got video evidence. Maybe we should pull our heads out of our backsides and get some oxygen before making decisions.
Yeah.
But apparently, like everybody else, they enjoy the smell of their own brand.
I start smelling me at all, I'm taking a damn shower. I don't care if I was out, just took a shower. If I smell myself,
you get to take
I'll
a
go
shower.
Take a shower.
Oh my God, I am so proud of you. You have a shower. What I would do is stand out in the rain for a few and hope I don't smell too much like a wet dog.
Before we got a trailer that had a shower in it, we used to go down to the river in our swimming suits and jump into the river, even if it was January, February, December, and we would bathe in the rivers.
I sat on something and I got this little tiny pinhole on my backside. It's itching. If it's itching, it means it's infected and there's white blood cells going there to do their job. But dang it, now it looks like I'm picking my butt, even though I'm doing it over my pants and it's side cheeking.
No, I actually got headaches from washing my hair in the river in January because it was just so cold. I was getting headaches.
I'll take cold weather showers, but only if I have to.
Well, when it rains, it's not that cold, really. Take your clothes off, and it's actually warm.
The rain in Nebraska and Colorado is friggin' cold. The rain here is usually warm, but even a little bit of a breeze will change that.
I mean, I wear a shirt like this. I go hunting. If it's raining, I get this shirt, wet, and it's cold. I take the shirt off, and I'm warm as heck. It's just because that rain is soaking into that shirt. It keeps the cold in.
Well, what church is it? Are they feeding at the First Christian tonight?
No, that's Tuesdays and Thursdays.
All right, tonight's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the
so
one
that
in Bay
week-
City.
Is there one
right?
in Bay City?
I think so.
Seventh-day Adventist.
Oh, very
right,
good.
Right across from, across the highway from Goodspeed.
Well, I know I won't see Robert Farnsworth there. I'll still have to record it because Molly's still out until I go in and get that taken care of. So I gotta wait on you and wait on Scotty, and well, that just makes it a pain. But at the same time, what am I gonna do? Beat you until you do what I want? Where's the
No.
beating sticks?
No, but we need to do that. I know we do.
Well, I'm not gonna beat you to get it done because that would be
Well, you
defeat
need
the
it done
purpose.
so that
That's
it
true.
helps you. So we do need to get that done as soon as possible.
I need to go in on the Mondays and get because the food bank thing they have on Mondays, I'm eligible for that, but they give me a bunch of meat and the meat goes rotten. I can't do nothing with it. So I need to go in on Monday and get what they can give me. Do you guys have the ability to cook meat?
Yeah, we got a barbecue. We got a little one burner hot plate that we put our frying pan on, whatever.
All right, well, good. That means I won't have to throw it out again. And my God, these people here make some pretty darn good cheese.
Yeah.
It's not as good as the stuff that they made at Leprino's, but it's a difference of altitude.
Tillamook cheese is all she can have. All the processed shit she can't have. She breaks out. Sinuses fill up everything. Just stuffiness. But if she has Tillamook cheese, it's aged and aged properly. So she has no problem as long as she eats Tillamook cheese.
Well, most people lived along the coastline and not high up in altitude. Like a lot of the cheeses that are made in Nebraska, Colorado, they're drier cheeses, first of all, so they don't end up with the mold like Tillamook does, because it does mold pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But it's also surface mold. You can scrape it off.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's also, I mean, you can barely see the mountains over there because there's, a pretty decent amount of fog even on a non-foggy day here. So there's a lot of moisture in the air.
Yeah.
And also when you're closer to the ocean, they actually have to process the cheese differently. Hey, this way, this way, this way, get away from there.
They're liking us because we went to McDonald's and got food. Scotty got paid today, so he's like, here, go get some food.
Right? And see, I wish I had a family like that. Hey, let's work together. But instead it's, hey, let's rip off Sean. Oh, Sean needs help. Good. I'm going to go sucker him for whatever I can take him for. Woohoo, go Broncos. Apparently someone dinged at me. Oh, it's someone telling me that they read about the Natalie Bollinger story, and that's somebody I know, so we'll have to read that. And this one is past36.fun, new, a dating for all tastes and ages. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that so I can prove that it actually was on my friggin' YouTube channel that people were typing this shit, and then I go and I press the button and it goes to hide user on this channel, and blams, people don't have to see all that porno shite.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jared.
Hi y'all.
Jared,
Oh my god.
did you take her to Jared's?
No.
He hasn't figured that one out yet.
Don't throw a ring on it. It's not an it, it's a human being, and it's got its own thoughts, feelings, and opinions and stuff.
No, I meant he hadn't fingered it out yet.
Yeah, that's an ear infection. You're getting it confussed. Some people's children.
Yep.
I didn't get what I want for my 11th birthday, and I have decided I am blaming you today for the fact that not only did I not get a Pegasus for my 16th birthday, I also didn't get a unicorn for my quinceanera. I didn't even get a quinceanera. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I read it once.
Quinceañera.
Something like that.
It's one of those things.
If I'd have known that I could get one of those when I was 15 years old, I'd have been like, hey, I'd identify as a woman. You mean I get to wear a tiara and get treated like a princess? Well, in
We
that
got
case,
a lot of family that's half Hispanic, so we get to hear all about it.
but you guys
From their
don't
other
celebrate
side of
them?
families, you know?
That's kind of like being Chris Stegeman. Like, he grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, but the rest of his family was like Lutheran and went to like the Chapel Assembly of God and stuff like that. So he gets to see everybody growing up and having birthdays. I think the first birthday present he ever got was an AK-47 I got for him. Right? Dumb motherfucker traded it for $50 worth of meth. I'm like, holy shit, that was $500 worth of hardware. Right?
Now they're going for like $800.
Well, I got a Yugoslavian SKS. That was a really good rifle. I'll fucking sport a Yugo any day. Plus, it had the extendable or the flip bayonet. Now, Chris Stegeman, with him having the AK-47, it wasn't nearly as accurate. But I mean, at 100 yards, he'd hit a soda bottle in 2 or 3 shots. I'd shoot the cap in 2 or 3 shots.
My buddy just gave me an old gun, can't be registered. It's a 303 British.
Ah, that was the first gun I ever paid for myself.
I was
The
talking
303
about, I
Enfield
had,
number 2 Mark IV.
I got to telling him I had one, my father-in-law says I don't have a place for it. Can you keep it at your place? So it's pretty much ours. When he passes away, it's getting passed down to us anyways, pretty much. So I was like, yeah, I got one. He goes, yeah, but you can't shoot it. So he gives me one and gives me a box of shells with it. He goes, you know these are tank stoppers, right?
That was World War One when they could have stopped a tank.
Yeah.
I mean, going up against a Renault FT, yeah, you can shoot through that with a 303. And you go trying to shoot through a Panzer, a Panzer 1, a Panzer 2, you better hope that you're shooting at the side of it. A Panzer 3 or a Panzer 4, that 303 isn't doing squat.
Yeah. Well, I just laughed at him. I said, who in the hell would shoot at a tank? I'm shooting at the people inside it, not at the tank itself. I'm waiting for them to come up.
Right? Well, see, I wouldn't use a 303 for hunting people. I'd want something that's low and slow. I would want a single shot 22 Cricket. Keystone, theirs are reasonably accurate. I'd prefer to get one of the old NRA versions because, my God, they're not sporterized. They're accurate.
Yeah.
Like they're supposed to be for training kids on proper gun safety, and since you can only put in one round
I
at a
brought my
time.
kids up on it.
Yep.
And Leela, her dad had one for her. So it's like, yeah.
Well, the Keystone version is good. Not the NRA. What's the civilian marksmanship program? That's what it was. And they got all these military rifles that they turn over, and with the military, they use those 22 Crickets for the exact same reason. So after World War I, that's when they had a whole bunch of those 22 Cricket styles, and most of them at that time were 22 shorts. World War II rolled around, they did the same thing, but they did it with 22 longs because the 22 longs were more successful. But then when they had the civilian marksmanship program, they also had the youth marksmanship program, and that was 1950s and 60s when every high school in America had a shooting club and there was never a school shooting.
Yeah.
Get that one past me.
Scotty right now is looking at maybe if the neighbor doesn't buy this gun from this guy, then Scotty's going to that. AR-15.
Yep, I manufactured one of those illegally in Nebraska, and I'm still trying to turn it in so that nobody ends up shooting somebody with it. But that's another thing. Like I said, I never have any help. I just get blown off like I'm crazy. I'm like, if I tell you that I made an illegal firearm, I'm pretty sure that's something you should take seriously.
I'll take it. Oh.
Well, I was blackmailed into making it, and I needed to turn in the guy who was blackmailing me, but the person who was supposed to be helping me with it wasn't. And that's the thing with the government. They send you around from one person to another, and then they say, well, you weren't trying to do this, you weren't trying to do that. I'm like, I got nothing but evidence showing that I was. I need help turning it in or they won't look. He's crazy. He's crazy. He's crazy. Oh my God, I'm crazy. Who wouldn't go crazy after all this?
Yeah.
Molly isn't even the biggest issue here now. Now the biggest issue is the cops. Like, man, I just want to give them a fucking hug and tell them it's going to be okay. You can admit that you screwed up, and I won't feel as if I have to sue you or see you in prison. If you admit that you screwed up, we can actually work together to find a remedy. But no, cops have to be worried that someone's going to yank their vag out from under their badge. Which is a very sad thing for me.
Yeah.
Although in the Natalie situation, I believe that her family should have the right to sue the living shit out of those cops for the fucked up shit that they did to me and the situation they created by not getting involved. I mean, they knew I was being abused. The Bollingers knew I was being abused. They were taking a part in the abuse and nobody would look. They're like, oh, Sean, you just need to man up. That's women shit. You want to talk to the cops? That's women shit. You don't look like a housie.
Yeah.
What about my mother?
No, it's a teenager slept with his bully's sister, girlfriend, and mother after being called a virgin by the bully 3 months ago. So the bully called him a virgin, and in 3 months' time, he slept with that bully's mom, girlfriend, and sister.
Well, as long as it was just sleep, then he's still a virgin.
Yeah.
Today is your unfortunate day, mother.
Oops. I know a lesbian who did something similar.
I'm a lesbian. I love women.
Yeah, I tell people I'm a lesbian too. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. It's not my fault. God made me with a penis. But here's the thing with that. That keeps me single, which is a good thing, because any lesbian who would be attracted to me knowing I have a penis is not a lesbian, and therefore I'm not interested in her. No problem. I will only date lesbians.
You poor guy.
All right, a lesbian. I'll only date one at a time because I'm like that. And if she tries touching me or she wants to be the outside spoon and pokes me in the back, well, then it's over. I'm not down with getting stabbed in the back while I'm trying to spoon. Which is why I tell people I don't want a girlfriend. I want 2 St. Bernards and a Yorkie for my feet. And in the summertime, I'll wash the Yorkie and use it for a pillow. I'll be right back. All right. Not a lot. Hey, thank you very much for the cookies. And thank that other guy you be hanging with for the cookies too. I got enough for coffee, so I'm going to go in and try to download what I got on my audio recording device down to the computer and write down some stuff. And then after that, I was going to go panhandle, but it's looking like it's pretty dark already.
Yeah, it's gonna probably start raining.
Well, I don't mind standing out in the rain.
Oh yeah,
I'm not a sissy lala.
it's just a little water. We're good.
Oh my God. You played too much Mario Brothers.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Those are the black ghosts that come at you in Bowser's Castle.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of a stoner Spider-Man.
Yeah, I could see it. After being infected with a venom.
Yeah. Well, no. So the newest Spider-Man, Miles Morales, the Black Spider-Man, he wears a black and red suit.
So there's a black Spider-Man now?
Yeah.
Are they going to have the teenage witch Sabrina be a white Spider-Man? Because that was in the comic books.
Oh, Gwen Stacy. Yeah.
So they're putting her in the movie now too?
Oh, she was already in this last movie.
Well, I don't get to see none of them. I'd be a broke-ass individual, but I'm going to take your word for it.
I'm waiting for her other series where she is technically Deadpool. They call her Gwenpool. She has all the same abilities of Deadpool, but instead of, the fact that she ends up not looking like, a wrinkled nutsack.
They should have a mini-series or even an entire series based on the White Witch and Mystique.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love Mystique.
yes, everybody loves Mystique, but the White Witch is the all-powerful, and
Right.
that's the greatest thing. Like in some of the comic books, she's more powerful than Thanos by a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm waiting for World War Hulk because they in the She-Hulk series that they just did on Disney Plus. In the last episode, he introduces her to his son, Scar.
Like from the Lion King,
No, even better.
Battlestar Galactica.
He is a half Hulk, half alien, and he's like pale white but looks like a caveman.
Well, who did he mate with?
An alien.
Yeah, but which one? Would that be
Oh
like
God, I can't even remember.
the Scarlet?
Give me a second.
Scarlet something or other. She's friends with the
Who
Martian
is
Manhunter.
Scar's mother?
Check out these pictures.
Doesn't sound appropriate. Scar, Sarah. Unless Marvel completely changes Scar's comic book backstory, it stands to reason. Scar's mother is Sarah. Sarah was one of the many characters that Hulk crossed paths with after the Illuminati shot him into space. What is it with people in the Illuminati friggin' conspiracy? You know why he did it? Because he was horny and she said no.
Well,
All right,
the
it's got
reason-
nothing to do with the Illuminati.
No, so what had happened was the reason he was on that planet was because it was the same thing as the second Thor movie, Thor Ragnarok. Okay, so in Thor Ragnarok, Hulk had gotten sent in a plane and he ended up crash landing on a planet. And
Well, then
couldn't
he did it
remember how he ended
completely
up with it.
different because Thor took the LGBT trail the whole way there.
No,
Yeah, he rode the rainbow. Skittles, baby, Skittles.
That too. But so that's the thing is after the incidents with Thanos, there is a secret group of superheroes called the Illuminati that end up putting Hulk in a shuttle and sending him off into space because they think that now that Thanos is gone, Hulk is a threat because they cannot control him. So they send him off
But you
into
don't
space.
have to control him. Hulk is the easiest character in all of it to control because he's always angry. When he chooses to go boom, it's because it's time to go boom.
Right. But that's the thing is they were like, we don't want to deal with him. He's too powerful. We're gonna send him off into space and let someone else deal with him.
Dropping
And-
him from 30,000 feet did not work.
No,
so
God, no.
what makes them think launching him into outer space is going to do anything other than piss them off?
Well, they thought it was going to keep him away, so they sent him to the far reaches of space, where he ends up meeting Sierra, and ends up having the kid Scar. But he avidly is trying the entire time to get back to Earth. And as soon as he gets back to Earth, and he realizes that his family that he left is dead, quote unquote dead, because he thinks Scar and his wife died. He is outraged and takes his anger out, and he becomes World War Hulk. Which World War Hulk is when he ends up becoming so angry that he radiates the gamma radiation.
And turns everybody else into Hulksters?
No, he ends up causing an atomic bomb. Ends up killing all of the other Avengers.
Oh, that's not positive, and you laughed at that? Man, I'm going to get away from you and your Tally Bennis.
The thing is I laughed at the Wolfman movie that came out in 2010.
They made a Wolfman movie? Go,
Yes.
man! Wolfman's got nards?
Yeah, something like that. No, so that basically it was a Wolfman movie, and it was rated R. Dad and I were the only ones that went and watched it. Mom and Katrina and the other ones all went to go watch a kids movie. So Dad and I go in, and I'm sitting there laughing as the Wolfman reaches inside this guy and pulls out his intestines. And the reason I'm laughing is because that's not what an intestine looks like. They didn't even get realistic looking intestines. It drove me nuts.
Yeah, I don't think that intestines drive you nuts. That would be your vas deferens, wouldn't it? An infarct
Testosterone?
pituitary gland.
Testosterone, something like that.
So, I mean, basically everything that runs the equipment on the front is accessible through the rear door.
Yeah, and the brain.
And yeah, that's right. You can stimulate the pituitary cranially.
Yep.
You just got to zap them in the right part.
Right here.
That might polarize their brain. Like if you do that
No,
with
no,
a bug
not-
zapper,
not
that's one
right
of the
here.
things that they tell you when you have a taser.
Yeah.
Don't shoot them in the head, and definitely don't shoot them on the back of the neck. You polarize the brain and kill them instantly.
Yeah. No, I'm talking right here. Right behind the ear, but just far enough away from the spinal cord. It's right below the pituitary. So it would shoot up in.
I don't understand why backdoor action activates that particular portion of the brain.
Me neither. Never tried it. Don't intend to, but
Yeah, it's kind of like having a doctor with the 3-finger method. No, not okay.
oh, I've had to have 2 colonoscopies and an endoscopy.
Oh baby, oh baby.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Well, they
you're
want me.
popular in prison.
They want me to have a duodendoscopy, which is where they do it both at the same time.
Oh my
Getting
god.
double
it.
penetrated.
Yup. I'm gonna have to start calling you finger cuffs.
Oh, don't worry. I ghosted my doctors.
I would too. I am not gonna be getting DP'd, especially by no machinery.
Well, the reason I ghosted my doctor isn't actually because of the duodendoscopy. I could give a fuck less. But no, they want me to go on another medication that'll make it to where I can't be here.
Oh well, that's intelligent.
Yeah. So because the medication they put me on for my Crohn's disease, it put it into remission. Problem is I became immune to the medication after a year and a half. They found out my T cell count is so high that I become immune to medication and everything. You know, getting sick, stuff like that. So they put me on a T cell blocker. They put me on methotrexate. And they want to put me on Humira, which is also a T cell blocker, but it works for the Crohn's.
So you have to be afraid of farting all the time, and you have to be afraid of your liver.
And I have to be afraid of someone coughing in my direction. Literally.
I'm going that way.
And that's why I'm not on that other medication, is because COVID was happening right at that time. So my doctor's like, well, you know, hold off onto it. We don't want to drop your immune system too low. But now that it's starting to, you know, quote unquote die down, they were going to try to put me on it. But the problem is, putting me on it lowers my immune system to the point where even the common cold can put me in the hospital. So there's no working with hundreds of people a day if I'm going to be, you know, that far immune suppressed. I literally would have to stay home.
I have to see what time it is.
It is
4:43.
4:43.
All right, well,
44.
I'm ditching you for food.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
over
you.
at the church over there. Anybody else hungry? I'm going to the church. You can follow me. I'll show you where it's at.
Show the locals where it's at.
Right. Well, I'm not going to be able to finish my Halloween suit in time for Halloween, so I don't know what I'm going to do with my Velociraptor suit.
I've got a
still don't
couple of
have a place
different
to
weird
make it.
costumes I could wear for Halloween. So
I just need a place to assemble mine. That's all I need. It'll take at least a couple days. I figure it'll take 5 days. It'll probably only take 3, but if I got started on a day, I'd be able to wear it the day after Halloween.
well, I've got a Sailor Moon costume.
Oh my God, you would perfect. Yes,
Literally.
I want to wear the tuxedo though.
Oh, it's not
If
the
you're gonna
tuxedo,
go
it's
as
the actual
Sailor Moon,
dress.
I'm wearing the tuxedo.
Oh yeah, but so it's a one piece. But the thing is that it's a 3XL. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a little big. I can, you know, kind of move around in it. No, it's a 3XL in Japan.
How do you keep your balls from floating out the side of the?
Oh, that's easy. So the skirt is shorter on the sides and longer in the front. So my balls don't go nowhere. I'm good. But the problem is
Unless you get to swinging and it slides out one side or the other.
yeah, but the suit literally is almost skin tight. So I look like a very buff Sailor Moon.
I got to get pictures of that.
Hold on. I actually have a picture on my phone.
What?
My fiance took a picture.
Hey, Jason, will you give him my phone number so that he can send me a
sorry.
picture of him in a Sailor Moon outfit?
Beat my son over the head with that kid.
I missed. All right, well, I'm going to get to the food because
Yeah.
I don't want to miss it. Oh my God, that is you in a Sailor Moon outfit. All
I
right.
told you.
Now, get my phone number from your dad and send that to me.
Okay.
I'll make you famous. All right, be safe, y'all. Life is what happens while you're busy making plans. So I got enough for coffee. I was able to get some information. I was able to. Thing is, yes, I'm frustrated. Anybody in this situation would be. That doesn't make me a bad person. I'm gonna keep this recording because I'm going to the church feed. And if I'm going to the church feed, then lo and behold, I ought to be prepared. And that means if there's a possibility of Molly being there, which there is, then I need to have the ability to record, and just in case she pulls some shit, I'd like to be able to record the beginning of it. It works better if you get it into gear before you get going. Anyway, the longer it takes for people to follow through, the closer I get to another deadline. And that's the thing about taking this abuse, is that it's not my fault that people aren't able to come through. And I'm not a bad person just because other people aren't able to follow through. And their reasons for following through, as much as it may not be the public's information or the public's business, the fact is, it is the public's business. It is the public's business what happens to innocent people when cops and other public officials, and of course other mandated reporters, refuse to do their jobs. And primarily, they produce a whole bunch of shitheads who just harass men. It must be men's fault. Men's fault. It's always men's fault, isn't it? We need to get away from that way of thinking. We need to go after the predators based on their predatory actions and decisions. When it comes to doing something maliciously, I don't do nothing maliciously. Nothing at all that I do is actually malicious. None of it is intended to be malicious. Some of it is for certain attention seeking, but what do I need that attention for? And notice I said need. Why do I need that attention? Why do the other victims need that attention? Because they're not being heard. Just like that 14-year-old girl the other day. I see this shit every day. But being able to turn it in without being fucking blown off or fucking shat on, and I gotta hurry up and wait. I'm still hurrying up and waiting on people for things that I was gonna turn in over a month ago. They're gonna, and I want to believe them, but how many weeks, months, or years does it take before you go, hey, this person's bullshitting me? There's a lot of people that, well, it turned out that they were completely bullshitting me. And there are some people that it turned out were telling the truth, but they never came forward with it. And that's just stupid. Yeah, what good is that information going to do me if you don't help me turn it in? And I mean help me to turn it in, not turn it in for me, not tell me to turn it in, but do so with me. Be a witness to your own situation. If you're going to tell me about that Kara Johnson Miles lady, and you're not going to help me to fucking turn it in, you're a fucking piece of shit. You're a fucking manipulator at that point. And that's not okay. That is never okay, especially when it is an at-risk adult who's going to fucking have to take the punishment. And I do have to understand people have their own lives, but also when it comes to hurry up and wait, I'm the one who is, of course, needing help. I need that help. It's not that I want it. I don't want to go running from one place to another, asking for help, being blown off and sent to somewhere else, where I'm told they can't do nothing because I'm somewhere else now. Fuck this goddamn country. Now, none of this stop me from being the good guy. Whether or not I'm a piece of shit comes down to whether or not I want to be a piece of shit. I don't want to be a piece of shit, so I just simply choose not to be a piece of shit. It's a simple fucking decision. Looking away from the horrible things happening to others, that's a fucking bitch move. And that's the thing with most of these people who said that they would help. They still ain't bothered to even try listening to what's going on or looking at the evidence. And of course, it always comes to me listening to them telling me about all of their problems. Well, let's do something about it. Let's do something about it. Let's. If you're going to say, no, I can do it myself, well, I'll let you do it yourself. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. However, it is less likely to work out if you go in alone. And a lot of these people, they complain that every time they always had to go in alone. And I'm like, hey, I'll go in with you. And then they want to talk about how they're gonna. But I'm running around trying to take care of my basic resources. And then I got to take care of these people's basic resources. If I want to get their help, I got to help provide gas. But then again, how many times I got to help provide gas or try to go where it is they want me to go and wait on them over and over and over again before I got to go, hey, this is just a bad idea. This is a waste of time. Anyway, well, rub-a-dub-a-dub, and thanks for the grub. Looks like that person in the C10 Custom. Type of Chevy, by the way. Look like they parked as crooked as humanly possible. So, I'll park next to the RAV4. Got 22% on that battery. My phone is at 78%. It was, by the way, the person who was messaging me earlier, it was Smokey, and he was telling me that the guy who killed her was sentenced. I fucking know. Why don't you bother listening to me, dude? Holy shit. That's the reason I was trying to get him to call, is because he's going to take everything wrong. He usually does. Everybody does. It's a bad fucking habit. Anyway, I don't have enough for coffee in the morning, but I have coffee for tonight. I got to clear off my audio recording device, because as soon as it's cleared off, then I'll be able to use it for recording when I have to use my telephone. Unfortunately, it's not a live recording. I won't record it live to YouTube, which sucks. All right, food time.
Hello, how are ya?
I'm not as pretty as I was yesterday. I can't eat the chicken. I got no beef, but thank you.
How about this? I was gonna say,
I want some of the meat.
are you having it for here to go?
For here.
Okay, did you want the meat one or the vegetarian or both?
I'll take
This one's
the-
really cheesy, this one's not. Just
pretty cheesy myself.
well, you might need more cheese in your life then. Let's get you some.
It's Tillamook. They have an abundance of cheese here.
No, they have abundance of cows.
I'm from Nebraska. I know plenty about cows. Those ones that they have over there are Jerseys, but they look
They make
like they're
creamier
crossed.
milk?
They look like they're crossed with Swedish. And the ones that we have over on that direction with cows, those are all Holstein.
Want some mashed potatoes and gravy?
Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely.
You want like a whole bunch?
Yes.
Because we got a lot.
Starches.
California.
That stuff will make me fat in the belly and fat in the head. I don't need to be any fat or hurt in the head, but it's winter time. I need some belly fat.
Yep.
We got you.
Do you want some veggies?
No, thank you.
Soup?
Anybody ever tell you look like Alex Rodriguez?
I'm not sure. I've actually never gone. I've got a lot of people, but never Alex Rodriguez. Who's that?
He's a really old guy now.
I know, but that.
All right, what was it over here? I was gonna get. He's a really old guy now, but he used to play basketball.
Feel free.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What is it? I'll try it.
I'm not a big baseball fan.
Like a little bit.
Too bad I don't have his bank account, right?
The eyes. It is too bad you don't have his bank account. Can I grab one of them?
Oh yes, go.
It looks like banana.
There's also Cook.
Is that a treat for me?
That's all.
For now, I have a clue. I might come back and talk. All right. They arrested Robert this morning. They arrested Robert this morning. Who's Robert? Robert Farney? Or Farnsworth?
Oh, that's that crazy guy?
Yep.
Which one?
What did they get him for?
The one that's supposed to be accused of people being pedophiles and stuff.
The white SUV thing at the church?
Him?
Yeah. Got arrested.
Good.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna sit at this table because there ain't nobody else here. So what's in the treat for me? It's heavy enough it might have a penny in it. It's got Velcro. Oh my God, we are way upscale now. We just went from podunk to potluck. There's Velcro on this. Heck yeah. Hershey's Nuggets. Put that on our pipe and smoke it. Oh my shoulders.
Gary.
Hello. All right, so I would like to request for the movie for tonight. Can we watch Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore?
Are you familiar with SpongeBob? The kids' cartoon SpongeBob?
You know, I just saw something on the other day. That's so weird because Pauly Shore, you know, that's not anything you do very often.
Well, I grew up with no friends. I am a
Same
total
home with
Pauly
my
Shore.
5-year-old grandson. That was her favorite cartoon. And if she had done her homework for kindergarten, she stayed up but half an hour later.
Get some coffee.
Yep.
Perfect.
Only if you say hi first.
Hi, first.
You rock.
I think she said it before me though, so she beat me to it.
Yeah. How are you, John? Anyways,
He's down for not
this
dead.
little sponge carries snail. It's under the
Oh, it's okay.
Ah, yeah.
Chicken, please.
I got three. I think well enough mansplained. I said I think I got things pretty well mansplained.
It is. Thank you very much.
I got stuff mansplained to me yesterday, and then I had to get explained to me that it was mansplaining.
Why is that? What was it?
I don't even remember. I think it was something to do with Chris Rock and
I
Jada
was just trying
Pinkett.
to get this young lady.
Okay, or I can like end it and to go on
Amy,
stage.
have a good night.
Oh,
I'm Melissa.
will we see you again?
Oh, yes. Melissa.
Well, take care.
Also, my name is Sean. I have Tourette syndrome, so if I wink at you, I'm not hitting on you. It's an involuntary muscle spasm. Amy? It's a good name. It's when you put a J on it, but it makes it scary.
You don't like that, do you?
No, it's got a fishing hook right at the very beginning. Nothing ends good that it starts with a fishing hook. Well, except the fishing trip.
I always thought weird things about myself, so I believe it.
It's absurdity, but, you know, I'm trying to learn how to small talk.
Kind of makes sense, though.
Yeah, I learned how to be absurd from my mother. If it weren't for her, I would have no clue how to explain to something or somebody who was born in 2000 that it was actually their fault that John F. Kennedy was assassinated. If you're absurd enough, you can make it work. It all starts off with the gas bouncing off the clouds that interact with the weather balloon, and then you have to stretch a little into Illuminati and aliens and a bunch of other stuff I don't actually believe in, but it makes for a good read.
Well, I never would have thought of that. That's bad.
Okay, well, the one that knows where the parts are.
Thank you. I don't remember the name, it's about vampires. Not a movie, but a series. Where the guy goes back there and
Well, that would be a little bit difficult because the Carcano rifle is actually a pretty good piece of Italian equipment.
What is?
The Carcano rifle, that's what Kennedy was shot with.
Oh.
Now I don't have to get yelled at.
Lee Harvey Oswald bought it through a mail order magazine, and at the time, Italian surplus was pretty popular. It was cheap and aggressive. And the Carcano rifles had a tendency to have a perfect slide, which for people who shoot bolt action rifles, having a perfect slide is nice.
How do
Even
you
in
know so
mountains.
much? Study.
Nebraska. I was into the mechanics of stuff. My friends were all into shooting stuff and blowing stuff up in Nebraska. So while they'd shoot stuff and blow stuff up, they'd need their stuff fixed after they blow it up.
You like to know how things work.
I do. One of my favorite books growing up was called The Way Things Work. And it had this guy, he drew a whole bunch of stuff in there, and there's a bunch of little cavemen and a bunch of little mammoths. Very cool book.
Thank you.
And then how about some veggie lasagna or some vegetarian chicken?
I love it.
Even some veggie chicken?
Yes. And we're lasagna.
I wouldn't eat it all like that. Very real chicken with veggie chicken. I think that might be not right, but I'm doing that.
Oh, probably.
See you all today.
So when did you get back?
Sure. Thank you, ma'am. Oh. Well,
I didn't know.
I better like salt.
Yeah, see, I didn't know. I didn't know it was that open.
That's right.
I didn't eat today, so I'm way out to lunch. My son's in here. Yeah, regretting it right for the way back.
Well, I'm sure the salt isn't gonna kill me.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it.
You're cool. I know how bland a lot of this stuff is made just because there's a lot of people that are older,
Right, right.
so I'm sure it'll be fine.
I hope so. Maybe I didn't give it a good shake. I wasn't ready for it. It's been quite a day. I've been here for a bit. And it's that time of year for a month. Good to see you, man. Everything's been crazy. I've been working in the house all day. I got a ride. I should have brought my bike though, because it's gonna hurt to go back. Oh, shit. Oh, it's Monkey Dory. But don't be drinking, stop by sometime. I brought my minis. I'm taking them to table now. Yeah, I do. Thank you so much. Sorry you went to that trouble. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Son, you need some water?
If I do that, I'll melt.
Oh, for rust.
Or very good. At least I didn't ask him if there was beer in it. Only if you can ask me a question.
I can definitely answer your question.
Why do hot dog buns come in packages of 8, but hamburgers, hot dogs come in packages of 10?
Because you know that you're going to eat 3 of those hot dogs when you open them in 40 hours.
That's right. Plus we make good bait.
Probably so. Yes? Okay, carry it. Want some water? You good? Okay.
You want, and you have a that would need to report directly to the police and discuss your story, and then they would investigate it.
Do you mind if I reach? Thank you.
Just like
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, they're up in holes. Okay, I thought the thing was open. I see now.
No. Somebody harassing you guys too now? Somebody harassing you guys too now?
Oh, I did.
Oh.
Richard, who we work for, didn't pay us.
Ah.
He was in the police department. We have to pull him. I'm working hell up.
Well, I hope you guys go in together. Do you have anybody from the church still to go in with you? Oh, good. I'm jealous. Rightly so. If you did the work, you ought to be getting paid. Is that for Roses over there? Is that what it was called? Roses? Was that for tearing off the front of that business though?
No, that's a different guy.
Ah.
No. He had to go, he was in Arizona. When they showed us the page, and I'm like, it's on the 21st. Then your next year, you have a job. Back to front. I was documenting what it was and how much. Louis got really mad. He was showing his, not getting full pay. When you're, if you're neck-headed, you're not supposed to do the work, which he did. So he hurt himself more, but it made him.
That's one of the things I'm dealing with.
They don't.
I'm not supposed to do any lifting. I'm not supposed to bend. I'm not supposed to twist. Nothing over 10 pounds. But how do you get away with not doing that when you're homeless?
Yeah.
If only we could pay people to be decent.
Yeah. How about you take this, you can get that.
I can't believe that. Why? Last night or something?
Probably, but he was shoving a lady over there up by his vehicle on the other side of the First Christian Church. He was shoving her, and he shoved her into the vehicle and told that other lady to get out of the vehicle. And
She called the cops.
oh God, he was screaming at the top of his lungs for 911. The thing is that with him running around scaring people the way that he has and threatening violence against people who didn't do nothing just because he has an episode, it was obviously it was going to get to a head at some point.
I don't know the person, but he gets really weird with me. I mean, we have acquaintances and friends, and if I knew him before, I can't place him for nothing. But I get hyped too, but I'm just venting. You know what I mean? Or if I feel under the attack, it seems like when I'm really saying Mayday. Some people think no, man. You know what I mean?
It's because you're having a trauma reaction, and they're assuming that your trauma reaction is you being crazy trying to hurt somebody.
No. I've been through stuff, but if I get escalated like that, I'm under duress, and I'm feeling under the attack, and maybe it's not just that the right person that pushes the last straw. It's everything I got going on, who I just came around the corner from, and everything else on my plate that day. But I try to explain, if I sound like this, please forgive me.
You just get away from the guy that put you in the hospital. You just get out of the hospital. You still got a black eye, and somebody asks you if you got a cigarette.
Oh yeah.
Like, sure, they're not being a bad person by asking for a cigarette, but you're fucking stressed and they're getting snapped at.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. It's a human reaction. But most of us out here try to be mindful of it.
Yeah. Well, I do too. Like I said, I don't know the person, but he's kind of freaked me out more than once because I don't know where his assumptions come from and where sometimes people mishear things and sometimes people seem to make stuff up in their head, but this is a person I haven't really interacted with except to, and I try to purge the demon, like I rebuke whatever's,
Well, I notice he's real hateful, and then when he's around church folks, he's Jesus this and Jesus that, which is a manipulation thing, which leads me to believe that he's probably a drug addict, not necessarily somebody who's had mental problems their whole life.
Well, maybe somebody playing with the things you shouldn't play with and on the wrong team, because a lot of people do that these days.
I try explaining that to people. I won't tell people I'm a Christian because I'm not.
Right.
In order for me to say I'm Christian, I would have to say that the things that Christians as a whole are doing is okay, and I can't.
Okay, well, yeah, the whole, but the idea is
if there's one or two Nazis that rescue Jews, then those one or two Nazis are not representative of the entire Nazi party. They're representative of their own humanity.
Right. So, I think humans kind of locked up a lot as far as religion goes, but I have my beliefs, and I know that my potty mouth is supposed to be part of it. However, at least as far as what I work on every day and try to be
when
mindful
you say the Lord's name in vain, if you do what Tim Tebow did, what Tim Tebow did is saying the Lord's name in vain. Dear Lord, help me to win this football game. When you say God damn it, well, God damn is everything.
Yeah, see, I don't like that part completely.
It's a condemnation.
I don't mind the beep, beep,
People
beep
don't like the
word,
condemnation.
But I don't like to say that. A friend came, and at the worst time, I'm thinking, are you really a friend, or what's going on here, And a bunch of bad stuff's happening, and I got spewed out of my mouth. I'd rather say beep, 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 beep than that.
Yep. Most people would. That's how I feel about the N-word.
I know that sounds silly because I'll say that F-bomb. And I string it together and learn it before kindergarten.
Whoa. I gotta cut the line there. The moment you say Farvignugan in public, it's over.
So it's kind of funny. I don't like the word hate, and I don't like to say, that one.
Please don't tell me you hate the word Farvignugan.
Please, I didn't laugh.
You're welcome. I tell people I'm funny. They don't believe me. All right. Mr. Lewis, I'm going to make me a coffee, and then I'll be ready to leave. All right. Although we're never dating, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, my name is Sean, by the way.
Oh, my name's Lori. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Lori.
Thank you. I hope you didn't mind me here coming in as a basket case sharing your table.
You don't look like a basket case or sound like a basket case. Now, if you start telling me about how the Illuminati stole your marbles, I'm going to wait for your head to tilt to the side because you got one marble left trying to find the right hole. Just so you know, church folks, when I say you people, I'm not insinuating that you're half goats.
Appreciate that.
Get it, you people? And actually, that would be half sheep, wouldn't it?
Yes. But I gotcha.
It's a bad joke. All right, I'm gonna go over there and use that there and that right there and that right there and put in this thing here. Perfect, sir.
One, two, three, 10. This is what I've ever seen.
They're like headed off, take a Murray.
Are you work at the hospital?
Stands for Human Resources.
Robbie, my name is Lori.
Fleetwood Mac. Although I don't think it's pronounced the same. Oh, pretty good. I probably won't remember it, but I'm gonna try to remember it because that should be an easy name to remember now that there's a word association.
On next year, and that's like a month and a half that before the marathon. For Boston, so I'm not sure if I can do 2 marathons.
Especially if you want to go to Boston more than
It's a really tough one. If I do, I think I'll just do
You were even split up the middle, have someone do the first half, and I'll do the second half, vice versa.
Yeah.
Did Gary leave us? Oh, there he is.
Pardon me.
Well, it's, I got talked with marathons before, and he said that was the toughest one he has
All right, you gotta watch out. She's like trying to make me go run something. I'm like, I don't know. Okay.
Nancy Kerrigan, the Olympic figure skater. Of course, that was a long, long time ago. I guess everybody looks like somebody.
You know, you're gonna go stand right in front of everything.
Okay, yeah, you know. I don't know if the plates and stuff go in there. Yeah, they go in there, Gary.
Thank y'all for having me and receiving me.
my last name is Yang, so.
I know that.
May I procure one of your that in your cookies?
Please do.
Or the coop? Can I grab the bag?
Yes, you can.
All right, it says thank you on it. So you're welcome, bag. Oh, wow.
That's what you get. No take backs. That's all you get there.
I love the tags. These things right here, you pull them off one at a time and you stick them in the end of a straw, and when you blow them out, it blows out like 20 of them like confetti. Pretty cool.
I think she
looking.
was with the twins,
No,
wasn't
sir,
she?
I have no teeth, otherwise I'd be munching into
Yeah,
that.
the younger guy. I think so. I don't know.
You could probably stop picking.
Oh yeah, we got lots of food
I probably
still.
could.
You
It's
want
called
some?
rotting.
You don't want to throw it out.
I made a mess. Did I
No,
get
it's
a?
okay.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. I wanted to watch him work extra.
That's all right. Did you get a cookie to plug your home? Oh yeah, he's got one there.
I did. DNP, what's that stand for?
Doctorate of Nursing Practice.
So you're a doctor and a nurse.
Yes.
I like you.
Thank you.
And you work at the hospital here?
I work over at the plaza, which is right next to the hospital. The big building that has the urgent care in it.
Yeah, I can go there and harass you guys, but I have actual medical issues, so maybe I should go there for actual medical issues.
Maybe you should come and see us there for actual medical issues. I like it. I like our little hospital clinic.
Well, thank you for coming here and helping
Yeah.
to feed the filthies.
I love it. I love
Also-
it here. I like the people here, I like the people we work with and serve, and it's great.
I have Tourette syndrome, so if I wink at you, I'm not hitting on you, and I have Asperger's, so I'm not an retard. And as a result, if you want to have a conversation about anything at all, I'm pretty intelligent.
Awesome. I love that.
All right.
I like your disclosure statements. Would you like to take one more cookie?
No, I don't want to get too greedy, especially since this right here cup has about 30 times as much sugar as that cookie ever was. I won't even taste the cookie.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
Get some cocoa. Did you get some to go?
No.
You can, ask them for a Ziploc bag and you put some in a Ziploc bag. That's what I do. I get some coffee and some cocoa, put it in a Ziploc bag.
I got some coffee. I got my thermos though, so I'll just mix it up when I get there. Right? I don't have enough windows to keep on doing that. Why aren't you on TV, sir? Why aren't you on TV? TV. You're well chiseled. You got a young face. You got the wavy hair thing going on, and then you got the whole I go out in the woods shirt thing. So like, why aren't you on like the new rendition of Dawson's Creek or something?
I just didn't go to acting school.
You didn't go to acting school?
No.
I didn't go there. I learned how to do like this, the old-fashioned way. Walking into one blindsided situation after another. Well, thank you for feeding us, and I see you here often, which means that you feed us often, right? That means a lot.
That's my
Thank you.
question. Thank you.
Yeah, part of telling the people I don't like why I don't like them is also telling the people I do like why I like them.
Did you ever figure out how to
I haven't. Well, that's what the officer claimed. He said he went in and looked at the body cameras, or looked at the cameras on the building. He said it looks like my lid just flew out my window. He asked me if maybe I'd thrown my coffee cup at the window. I was like, if I'd have thrown my coffee cup at the window, all of it would have gone out, and it wouldn't have busted in.
And you would have known there.
Right? I was sitting in the vehicle. But it was just my lid that flew off. And even if I threw that as hard as I could, from inside of the vehicle, there's no way I would have been able to throw a plastic lid hard enough to break a tempered lid.
That's weird how it did.
Built up pressure.
That's like the way you make a move.
Right? Oh, I don't have enough arms to carry it. Here, hold on. I haven't done this since like 1980 something.
Talented skill, it's like riding a bike.
It's easier with teeth. I'm sorry.
You're fine. No,
That's the double count. Alright, I'm gonna go throw this outside because the plants out there need to be watered. I need to not sit this down again. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll just do this one over here.
Thank you, sir. It's just water.
I got one bag to go. I need somebody to take it.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I know some hobos that need to be fed.
Okay, here you are.
They're not as productive as I'd like them to be, but the weather did it. That's my
Yeah.
excuse.
All right.
Right here. I'm gonna go feed them hobos.
Black ones, white ones, yellow ones, red ones, and extra beanie extra can put the regular say the man, the man gets to a stream. You had me, you know, you. We're gonna speak to the ball. We're gonna speak to the ball.
I want to jump into that. That right there is the magical portal by which Santa Claus come down the chimney.
Yep.
Oh, my word.
Oh, boy.
Right.
That would be something.
Does anybody want some Narcan before they leave?
Do what?
Narcan, the overdose.
Will it get me high?
Well, you already know what I use Narcan and
You're
you know what it's
right.
for.
You're right.
Look at that.
Anybody need some just in case of emergencies?
What is it, candy?
No.
Okay.
You know, you can try that, but I'm still a bigger Richard than you are. Even when I hold doors for people, but don't tell anybody I did this.
Thank you, Shane.
Right? You should see my reputation. Look up the name Natalie Bollinger on the interwebs.
Mess up his reputation.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You have a good night, man. Good to see you.
Hey, Mr. Lewis,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm too lazy to pretend today because I actually do like you, but that's not what this is about. I want cancer, and I was hoping that you might be able to procure a cancer stick in my direction. I have my own rolling papers.
All right, I can do that. I'll hook you up with some cancer.
He wants you to roll a cigarette. Yes.
Constitutional stinker paper, sir. Which is far more nicer than what my dad says. He would have gone, whoa, get her in the shitter like Tex Ritter did. Who the fuck is Tex Ritter?
John Ritter's dad.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure is.
I know who John Ritter is.
Yeah,
he died.
He did.
yeah.
Oh, is that how he passed away?
Yeah. Yeah, he died
Oh,
with a heart
wow.
attack.
Okay.
Yeah, they say if you would have done cocaine and
My
humped a
brother
bunch
got
of
an
prostitutes
infection.
like
He
Charlie
died
Sheen,
from
he'd
that
still be
too.
alive.
But John Ritter's tore and he couldn't
Oh,
get it to
a
the hospital in
torn,
time.
torn right there where the heart is. Huh?
Aorta or some, I don't
Oh,
know. I don't
geez.
remember all that stuff.
That's too bad.
Oh, he was so young. He was so funny.
He was great.
Oh, that's Three's Company, huh?
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Yeah,
Knock on my
Yeah.
door.
yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe-
that was a funny one.
With Don Knotts.
Mr. Roper.
Yep, don't know it.
Yeah.
Not so
He only gets one bullet for a reason. Now, my question is, why doesn't he walk with a limp or a cane?
I don't know.
Who?
Don Knotts, how many times did he shoot himself in the foot?
I don't know. Andy always
I
told
don't
me
know.
he was
I haven't
going
really
to.
watched it.
Andy always told me he was going to.
And he only
Yeah.
had that one bullet.
He's gonna shoot
And he had to
himself.
keep it in his pocket. And when he needed it, he was fumbling around with it like a friggin' idiot.
Yep,
That's Kay.
kind of like our chief of police was kind of the same way. He was the same way. He was like, I got the gun.
He got Parkinson's?
I don't know. They were bad. They were shaking like that.
They're probably alkies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can see that.
Probably
There's a lot of
needed a-
sheriffs in Nebraska that are alcoholics. That's
Uh-huh.
why they get voted in.
I go through that.
But Captain Wright, yeah, Captain Wright was like that. He was like, he grabbed his gun and he'd start shaking.
Can you imagine getting a drinking ticket from an officer who's drunk?
No.
Well, don't go to Nebraska then. It might happen.
Wow.
Oh, look at you guys.
Excuse me, best places for me. I'm an officer. What? All right. Well, I'm gonna take this food up there to Casey and. Well, I guess I got two of them, so I'll see if Casey and
In the cruiser?
God, what's that other lady's name? Casey and Claire. Yeah. Casey and Claire. And Little Richard. Oh, somebody's underwear. Nope, it's a face mask. right. We'll go back over, deliver some meals. Oh my God, I need a new fucking back. Holy Christ. So I'm gonna conserve some of my gas so that tomorrow morning, or actually probably this evening a bit, I can help charge up Claire's battery and get her to the gas station and hopefully get her some gas. Because while they're not able to help me for whatever reason, I am able to help. Hey, you filthy hobos, get out of the road! Do what? Oh, you're good. I was just messing with you. You're all right. We'll try not to run over any of these filthy hoboites. Yes, the gentleman's trying to give me the right of way, but the problem is there's homeless people in the middle of the road right in front of me, so they're not right in front of him. I'm glad he took the cue. Most of the stuff I got is stuff that Claire cannot eat, I believe. It's hard to get help from people who are stuck in survival mode themselves. And even when they realize that somebody is trying to help them for mutual benefit, it's difficult not to just hope that you can get them to help you first. Because you never know when life is going to happen. Alright. Go deliver us some chow. Oh, is this it? Yeah, that's it. Yo, Stonka, you hungry, man? All right, well, I just got back from the food and I got some food. All right. Right in front of you. I'm actually gonna set the food right on your hood there, and I'm gonna go over and make sure that Claire's got some dinner too. Ugh. 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 Athena's eyeballing it. All right. Oh, yeah. Whoa. All right. We're about halfway there. We're on it there, ain't we, homie? Is we there yet? He's a bad man, Jimmy. Oh. All right, there we got it. It don't exactly close up nice when you. Oh, got a seatbelt. Yes. I'm not sure if you can eat any of it. I didn't take a look at what they put in there. Here you go. Absolutely, positively.
Can I toss you into hot water?
You have hot water?
I'm asking you. And just topping off with the hottest water that you can get.
What the hell is in there?
It's bitter tea. It's nothing nasty. Ginger turmeric. Okay, well, would you fill it up?
Whereabouts?
I don't know. The gas station? The filtered tap?
Which gas station?
And Wheeler's Choice.
I don't know which one to go to.
Shell.
Shell. All right. So they have hot water? I do.
Yeah, right by the coffee.
Oh,
Coffee
yeah. And
would
then
be
you
even
splatter
better,
me with
but-
ginger. You splatter me with ginger. You're not a real redhead.
I'm not a real redhead. A little more caramel.
You are so lucky. I'm only helping you out because you're female, and I know that females are dainty and can't wipe their own asses because I'm a sexist pig,
But
like
I
a
can
real
wipe
American.
my own ass. What? I know.
And you're a dude.
Oh, I must.
If you're a dude, get your own hot water.
Get your own fucking ass.
Right? Oh my God, the way I said that, you could tell, but most people wouldn't be able to tell it's joking or messing around. Most people like, oh my God, is he talking to that woman that way? Oh,
Oh, the horror.
the horror. Wasn't that from Independence Day?
Oh yeah. The fat.
And my
hey, I
lawyer.
could use some.
Forget my lawyer.
Okay, but really. Well, you're there when you're gonna put it back in some.
I can. As long as you have the funding for such an endeavor.
pack of these.
All right. Now,
Money
there's
for
a
it
lot of
is
people.
in the bag.
There's a lot of people who can't because they got their own shit going on. I
Yes.
don't mind helping people with their own shit,
But I'm gotta help you tomorrow. 'Cause
but I've been having a lot of people take advantage of me, and I am doing my best to make sure you don't feel like that's your fault.
okay, here you go. That's
All right.
that's. These
And by the way, thank you for not batting your eyes at me. Thank you for not leading
would
me
you-
on and pretending like I'm some sort of whore.
Well, thank you for not acting like I'm a bimbo. Well, maybe I am.
You can act the part. I'll admit that you can act the part, but I know that it's just acting a part because you have brains. I have listened to you whistle your Dixie over there at the Fred Meyer's parking lot, and that one right there, I was so pissed off I didn't get that one recorded. I was like, see, first of all, this shows how somebody who is going through a traumatic experience and another person going through traumatic experience is trying to have a conversation doesn't necessarily work out. I'm leaving you. Goodbye.
Well, fine then. Thank you and good night.
Yes, ma'am. I'll see you shortly.
Okay.
No, it's when people start pretending like I'm insinuating that they're bad people that I start insinuating they are bad people. If life happens, well, life happens. Also, it's a lot easier to know where to go when you know which places have the hot waters. So we're gonna take our happy asses down to the Shell station where they happen to have, apparently, cigars and hot water. And thank goodness it's only 4 blocks away. And it's an easy drive and I have gasoline. We got 3 people fed tonight if we include myself. So we're not doing all that bad. I believe it's on Pacific here. So if I take a left here and make it to Pacific and take a right, then I should go past the Chevron and the Shell will be on the next block. And it looks like I am correct, so that's a bonus. I'm so glad that I decided to wear the stuff in my passengers. Alright, where are we at? Yeah. Picking up messes. Hopefully we get something done tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Oh, shite. Was ist das? Das ist eine Schweinehund. They're gonna ask for my ID, so I better find it. Where is my food? Not in there. Oh, shit. That ain't no good. Elwood, you ain't no good. Now I am thankful that Claire doesn't bat her eyes at me. That's actually one of the most annoying things that a person can do. Bat your eyes at me. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. If you need help, you need help. Your vagina got nothing to do with that. So let's stick to what's important, and that's getting you somewhere safe. Oh man. This is not cool. Ah, there it is. Finally, I found my wallet. Only took 30 minutes and an army of idiots. A very small army of me, myself, and I, but, well, that's what happens while you're busy making plans, as always. Alright, now where did I put her? Ah, there it is. Alright. We'll go in and get ourselves some steps. I want to get a package of these and a thermos of hot water.
Just $1.49 then.
Here's 50, 70, 85. Hold on, I got more than that. No.
Mercury risk in it?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Have a great rest of the night.
You too. Hot, look, hot, 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 hot. That's warm. All right. So we'll get the water delivered. We'll hope it doesn't explode and blow up another one of my windows. pour out this here sparkling soda pop because I don't need it. It smells good, but it tastes like ass. Not that I've ever tasted an ass. Ugh. Good thing I'm close to where I'm going because I've got my right arm holding up a pile of crap that was in my passenger seat. This is an awful lot of fucking work for a maybe tomorrow. Fuck this. I'm not gonna fucking move from this goddamn parking spot. Sorry, stoplight. Stop sign. Ugh. I'm not moving until all of my stuff is fucking secured, not underfoot, and not risking lives. This is fucking horse shit. Ugh. Alright, so here's how this shit's gonna work.
Alright.
This is hot water. I don't know what your intention is with it, but I'll let you to it.
I intend to warm up, sir. Do I have permission?
Those right there cost more than what you give me.
Oh, that's nice.
You said hot.
I did want a super. You know what the fun part is it didn't have to get walked through the cold all the way here, so.
That's right. Although it's not as chilly as it was earlier, it's just now starting to rain. But you didn't give me enough for the cigars, so lucky for you, okay. I had some of my coffee money, but now I don't have enough to go get coffee, so I'm letting you know.
How much do you need?
About 58 cents.
About 58 cents? I
Yep.
wonder if there's someone around here with about 60 cents. Make it 65 so you get a tenner back. I'll just do
I'd prefer a soprano or an alto. I'm not a big tenor fan.
Sorry, I'm a tenor.
Bass.
You go wasting. Actually, no, for real, I will go dig under the seats right now.
We're starting a war. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum ba-da-da-da-da. Bum 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 ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da. Bow, bow, bow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, where they put it in ya. Alright, I don't think that's how the song goes. I don't think that's how the song goes. I'm here to tell you about our good Lord Almighty cheese and rice. Praise the Lord. Uh-huh. Dear telephone, I have something to say to you.
See if she has any of the money that she was going to give me today. And then if...
Can we fight about it next January?
Next January? I was just going to say that all you have to do is say, but I'll settle for whatever you need with this.
Well, that ain't necessary. I'll come up with it. I'm good. I was just letting you know. Expenses. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna ditch you real quick. It's not that I'm too cool to hang out with you. Oh, she locked her doors. That must have gotten scary. So I should probably just ditch you. Oh. Anyway, it's good to be ready. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.